Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Hopefully you can hear me alright. I'm using the Osmo Pocket today and I forgot my audio adapter, so the microphone is not plugged in. So I'm just going for a nice walk in a nearby park, and I'm actually testing two things today. The first is the Sony 135 1.8G Master, and the second is this wide angle lens for the Osmo Pocket by Freewell. And you might have seen that there's a couple of wide angle lenses on the market at the moment. The Ulanzi one is one that was quite popular on YouTube, but actually the quality of that wasn't great. The edges were a bit distorted, and so now Freewell have brought out one, which is the one I'm testing right now, and we're just going to see what the quality's like. Is it better than the Ulanzi one? Is it worth a purchase, and really does it make your Osmo Pocket more useful? So one of the biggest gripes about the Osmo Pocket was the focal length. Now people believe it should be a little bit wider. Sometimes it wasn't wide enough for what people were using it for, like vlogging say. I personally thought there should have been like a Mavic Zoom style lens on there where you get two focal lengths, but we were stuck with one focal length, and so he's just got hit by a leaf. And so for me, I had to buy the Osmo Action because I wanted something a little bit wider for my travels, until Freewell brought out this wide angle lens. So I bought it, and today I'm just going to test it to see if the quality is any good and if it's usable. One thing to note is that you have to put the wide angle lens on the Osmo Pocket when the Osmo Pocket is already on. So if you've got the wide angle lens on there when the Osmo Pocket is off and you go to turn it on, it won't balance correctly and it will kind of auto shut down until you take that wide angle lens off. So once you turned on the Osmo Pocket, put on the wide angle lens and you're good to go. And from there, once it's on, you can take it off like that and put it back on as you wish. Just make sure when you're turning it on, the wide angle lens isn't on there. Okay, so you've seen enough of my face. I'm just going to walk around now and get some shots with it. Let me know what you think of the quality in the comments down below, and I'll feed back after I've had a look. So we're back in the office and I'm still filming with the DJI Osmo Pocket with a Freewell wide angle lens on it. This time I've got a comical microphone attached to the bottom with a little microphone adapter. I've reviewed this microphone, so I'll put that in a card somewhere up here. So what did you think of the footage? I'm actually really impressed with how much of a wider field of view you can get while still getting very little distortion. It's not perfect by any means, and you'll still notice there's some weird stuff going on in the corners, especially when I'm doing like close focusing. But it's actually really good considering what this camera is mostly used for. So in the UK at the moment it's about 33 quid, which is an absolute steal, and I think it's essential for vloggers and for people who are doing travel videos with it. I'll be taking it probably everywhere with me, not necessarily using it all the time, but it does give you the extra option if you do want to go a little bit wider. So the last thing I wanted to do is compare the field of view with the Osmo Action. Personally, I bought the Osmo Action because the Osmo Pocket was great, but the field of view just wasn't wide enough for my liking for travel videos. So I just wanted to compare the Osmo Pocket footage with the Freewell wide angle lens with the Osmo Action footage and see if it stacks up now. So as you can see, the Osmo Pocket is almost matching up to the Osmo Action now in terms of field of view. And to be honest, this means I probably won't be using the Action that much anymore. Obviously the Action is better for some things, such as like cycling and swimming and things like that. But the Osmo Pocket, I've always preferred the quality of it. Now the lens does bring down the quality a little bit in my opinion, but it still brings it kind of on par with the Osmo Action. Also, I forgot to mention, it comes in a little case, which is useful for carrying it around. The case could be smaller, to be honest, but at least it keeps it safe. Overall, I'm really impressed with this lens. And if you're interested, you should probably just go and buy one right now. Maybe sometime this year we'll see the Osmo Pocket 2 or the Osmo Pocket Pro, with some improvements on what we've seen so far. After all, it's like a first generation product, so they could definitely do some improvements to it. Personally, again, I'd like to see a lens that can zoom, like the Mavic Zoom lens. Or I'd like to see sort of maybe an interchangeable lens system that you could put on this Osmo Pocket. Wi-Fi built in would be nice. A better autofocus system would be nice. An audio jack built into it would be good. And generally, I think the screen's a little too small, so they need to do something with the design just to make the screen a little bit bigger. Even if they made the Osmo Pocket a little bit wider but thinner, I think I would still be interested in buying it. Anyway, that's been it from me. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you've got any opinions or questions, leave them in the comments section down below. And if you want to see more videos like this, whether it's on amateur camera gear such as the Osmo Pocket, or gear that I use for professional use such as mirrorless cameras, then do subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.